Alrighty, here we are, and so far, are we waiting for more people, Asher? Just say hello. And some of the group that we're going to be working with this morning for Gior, and everyone has their own story, I'm sure. And that's Rabbi Meza over there. And so maybe you could tell us why you want to become Jews, be part of the club. Your name?
My name is Paul, and this is about the most exciting, needed thing for my life. Been waiting a long time. I'm really looking forward to adding a level of accountability to my life that seems really difficult as a non-Jew. It's kind of hard to hold myself accountable to things that I should. And I need the transformation and make this covenant with Hashem and the Jewish people.
And so you've been working at this for a long time. How long have you been learning and preparing yourself?
Well, if you start at when I really started believing in a God, that was when I was about 12. It took until my late 20s to know the difference between the Torah, the Tanakh, and the whatever you want to call that other book they put on it. And the journey's been most of my life. As far as understanding Judaism as the way for me, it's been about a year.
A year?
Been about a year.
Now, have you looked at other alternatives instead of becoming a Jew? Like, you heard about the 7 Noahide laws and all that.
Yeah.
Why that's not enough for you?
Like I said, it doesn't allow me to feel like halakha is part of me that I need to keep. It gives me too many excuses, and that's not good for me. I can't wait till my life is, how do I put it, just in order the way that Hashem wanted it for me.
Right. So for you, that's only being a Jew.
For me, it's only being a Jew.
Wonderful.
For others, I believe that everyone can choose what path they want, but for me, I'm part of Israel. I want to be part of Israel, and this is going to be the greatest thing for me and my family.
Wonderful, wonderful. And let's move to the next one. You're here. Your name?
My name is Matthew. I'm here with Paul from Moral Support.
Oh, for moral support. So you're not going through the process. Oh, okay, wonderful, wonderful. And we have. Yeah, you say it in English or Spanish? En español. En español. ¿Ustedes están aquí de dónde?
Somos de Orlando.
De Orlando. Qué bien. ¿Y por qué quieren ser parte del pueblo de Israel?
Yo creo que me siento responsable porque nosotros venimos del cristianismo.
Sí.
Desde pequeño he estado en la iglesia aprendiendo de la palabra de Dios, pero leyendo, estudiando nos dimos cuenta que algo andaba mal.
¿Qué iglesia? Si puedo preguntar qué trasfondo eclesiástico.
Sí, pentecostal.
Pentecostales. ¿De la asamblea o de la iglesia de Dios?
De Dios.
Iglesia de Dios.
Ahora que voy para
ahora va. Okay, muy bien.
Y entendemos que hay muchos errores y muchas y la responsabilidad de estar más cerca de Dios. Y eso es, that's why I'm converted.
Perfecto, perfecto. Son tantos años en el cristianismo que ahora llegaron a entender que el judaísmo es la verdad, ¿no?
Sí.
¿Y usted, por qué tomar esta decisión? No es fácil.
No es fácil, ¿no? Pero sí, cuando uno busca la verdad y se instruye, pues entonces de ahí hace la diferencia.
Entonces también usted quiere ser parte del pueblo.
Es correcto.
Y eso es donde usted, porque sabe de las 7 leyes de Noé, pero no es suficiente simplemente guardar los 7. Quieren ir para allá y tomar lo que es el yugo de la Torah.
Nosotros, sí, exacto. Nosotros tenemos sangre, como muchas personas dicen, descendemos de judíos, de sangre judía, pero nosotros queremos dar el paso mucho más adelante. No es solamente tener sangre, sino tener una relación con Dios, que es lo más importante.
Seguro que
Porque
sí.
tener sangre, pues, eso no significa nada mucho, pero lo que significa es tú tener una relación viva y existente con Dios.
Correcto, correcto. Pues esto va a ser una experiencia única para ustedes.
Sí.
Y ustedes saben que este proceso no necesariamente va a ser avalado por Israel, sino lo están haciendo halajicamente delante de ustedes y Dios y nosotros los rabinos que vamos a testificar sobre esto. Qué bien. So déjame mover al próximo. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
And your name?
Wade Burnett.
Wade Burnett.
Yes,
And
my wife Lisa Burnett.
Lisa, welcome, welcome. So tell us a little bit why you want to become part of Kalal Israel, part of the Jewish people.
I've been on this journey for 20, 25 years, me and my wife, and it was a really slow thing coming out of Christianity. A lot of people played, Toby Singer and other people, but there was a lot of other people that helped on the way. And from then on, after we came out of Christianity, it was a road to this place, but it was a long road of understanding what Torah was, what the Jews were with Judaism, and a mixture of both, and following and living after the true God of Israel. And me and Lisa and myself, and my family, we started, just learning a little bit at a time and trying to understand where we were going.
Right.
And it's a lot of people has played parts, like Rabbi Asher, Yochanan, John, so many people I've argued with. I guess I'm part Jew already because I love to argue. Yeah, it's just been something for us that it's just been I know it's just the beginning. I thought I knew something until I started listening to Rabbi Asher and all this, because I came out of Christianity thinking I knew something, and I started learning this, and I'm like, I know nothing. But over the years, arguing with him and trying to understand, I've come to a lot, me and my wife has come to an understanding of things that it's just been a blessing to us, and we love the road that we're on. We love the Torah, and we love the commandments and the things I'm learning, and just having a new community of being a Jew, that to us is the best.
That's wonderful. How you said you've been about 25 years in this journey.
Yes.
Where do you live right now?
I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
So Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, wonderful. And have you tried going into the 7 Noahide law? Noahide?
I'm going to be completely honest. I think that's a joke.
Okay.
If you're going to do something, do it. If you're not, don't. I've argued with a lot. Pia Noahide, you Pia Noahide. I ain't got time for that. That's not real. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I'm not, I won't.
Right. So you understand that you're going to be taking upon the yoke of Torah,
Absolutely.
something which you're not really required to do so at this time.
I've always felt, even though I'm not, I feel it in my heart if I break Sabbath. I feel it wrong in my heart already. It's condemning to me already. If I do something wrong, I'm already felt condemned. This here is just finalizing. To me, I've always, since I've found out and started living this way, it's just something that we've always started living in, and that's how it is.
You mentioned that you were before involved in Christianity. There's different forms of Christianity. What form of Christianity were you involved in the past?
I started off as Southern Baptist.
We went to Messianic.
Messianic?
Yeah.
you were?
Yeah, we did that for a
We
while.
did the whole ride,
Apolloistic. I mean, we've been the journey. I mean, and every step we take, we felt we were learning something and getting closer, but it just never felt right.
Right.
And then we started studying on our own and just doing a lot of
It was
things
a
through the
mixture of
internet.
both.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible. So this is about you to hear to the point. Now, once you become halakhic Jews, there's no turning back. It's
Yeah.
not like say, well, I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to go into another journey. You'll still be considered.
There is no other
There is no,
journey.
it feels right because
It's not beyond field. It really is. It's our life now. It's been our life. Now it's going to be concreted in Judaism and forever. Just like I'm sure everyone else here does.
Incredible stories and testimonies. I'm sure every single one has their uniqueness of how they connected. But listen, that's what we're here for, to try to help you be part of Kalal Israel. I'm going to now swing the camera over here to my right to ask also, you, a little bit, no, that's okay, it's okay. Tell me, you're also going to be part of this, right? Yeah. Oh, your son, okay. And
This is Sigali.
Sigali,
My name is Sigalit.
Sigali, yeah, you're part already. Or
And
you're,
I come with them.
okay.
It's like family.
Okay, perfect.
From Israel.
Muy bien, muy bien. And tell me a little about you guys. You started from New York?
New York, and we live in the Hudson Valley.
Oh, nice.
So this walk has been very interesting. I've always felt a close connection to the Jewish people. I've come to learn that we are one. God, Hashem wants us to be a Chad. In order to be a Chad, you've got to be part of His family. In order to be part of His family, you have to be converted. And you have to be willing to take upon yourself the mitzvot, the 613 commandments, the whole lifestyle. There's no Noahide, there's no stepchild in Judaism. It's all about being part of the family of Hashem. So that being said, I found out that my mother's maiden name, although I didn't come up in a religious family, my mother's maiden name is actually Jewish. It's Wall, W-A-H-L. It's Ashkenazi for wandering Jew. So the step today, I will no wonder I have to be a wandering Jew. So
Definitely be a welcome back type of celebration.
Exactly.
That is wonderful. And yourself, your name?
Well, I'm relatively new to this process. Through my wife's persistence, I've been learning a bit at a time. About 2 years ago, I had multiple heart attacks, and I swear I died on a tape. Since that, I've been kind of searching for my place, and again through my wife's persistence and talking with other rabbis and friends that were supposed to be with us today to convert, and I've come to realize that this may be the way point.
Wow. How long have you guys been studying to become Jews?
I actually started the process about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Actually, I was totally immersed. My friend is the one who actually brought me. But she didn't bring me. She kind of led me to the Messianic Church, and then churches, to the Messianic Church, and then through study with her, she said, it's not right. She goes, you have to be fully one. And listening to the rabbis that I've listened to, it all goes back to being, again, Hikam.
It seems that, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like a lot of people go through first Christianity, then go through Messianic, and then eventually land into Judaism with some go through Noahide, but usually very few I've seen that be the case. So that's why we're always reaching out and saying, hey, we're here. It's a learning process, and once you get to that point where we can be able to help you, we're there for you. And I'm glad to be part of that. And there's a gentleman right behind you. He's well known to me. He's very loved by me. We have a nice connection. And that's Kenny Rodriguez. Say hi, Kenny. And his family also here. Kenny is, to me, a very unique person. He was with us way back in the times of Hollywood, Chabad of Hollywood. And he did a lot of incredible things. He's still doing incredible things. And so I just want to welcome him here also and be in support. and being also with us here today. You know, we love seeing you on different channels. And
20 years strong.
huh?
20 years.
20 years, that long?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a long time. But you know, it's interesting because when we think about the world to come, you know, we think, it says that by Abraham that he slept and he went to be with those that were there, the family. And that's an interesting story because we realize that even though we do all of this work, there is another level in which we will all see each other in the beyond, as it were, in what's called Olam Haba. And that is where we create the family, you know, the relationships that remained in this world to them. Now I'm going to go over here. This family. Start with you. Your name?
My name is Christina.
Christina. Wonderful. What made you choose Judaism over everything else?
Well, I think it's just kind of the continuation of my journey with Hashem.
Wow. How did it start, that journey?
Well, I grew up in a Southern Baptist type home, and then I went about 8 years ago and started becoming in a Messianic congregation, and this is just where this has led me over time.
And that's what brought you to here to be part of the people of Israel.
Right.
Wonderful. And this must be your husband.
Yes.
Your name?
Nathan.
Nathan.
And I did not come from a previous Christianity or anything. I grew up secular. I came to this kind of on my own and started studying the Torah and started doing what it said. Shook the family tree, you know, and to see they fell out on both sides, and you know, but it's about doing. And I've constantly been a learning process. I've been in it for about 6 years. And so I called a place, a congregation. I didn't know anything about the different streams of Judaism. If it was Orthodox, I would have went there. If it happened to be Messianic, I just argued with people a lot because I disagreed. I never really got the New Testament. I really never saw that. And it's always been about just doing what's right because to me, it's the only truth. It's the character of Hashem.
Right, exactly. So, you know, what before would not be required from you by Hashem, after you go through this process, halakhically it will be required from Hashem. So we're looking at two different planes. What before wasn't required, for example, if you did not keep Shabbat, nothing would happen. But afterwards there are consequences in entering into a covenant, into an agreement, as it were, a contractual requirement before Hashem. So you do understand that there is consequences to our actions once we become halakhic Jews, yes?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Are we, Asher, are we waiting for anyone else?
Yeah, well, my friend Shimshon over there,
Shimshon.
he's part of the Beit Din, and he wants to speak to them a little bit as well.
But off camera.
Off camera?
Off camera.
Okay, wonderful. We'll do that. Kenny, did you want to speak with the group off camera or on camera?
Unprepared. Sorry.
Unprepared. Okay, wonderful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera, and then we're going to start working towards preparing you guys to go to the beach and so forth, okay? Now, those of you who are interested in going through a process similar to these who are coming here, please contact us. You can reach me at rabbiotero@yahoo.com or Asher at torahjudaism.com. Shalom, shalom. We'll be back after we go to the beach and take care of that on that side as well. Shalom, shalom.